Hello, hello. This is Dr. Daniel Bohrer, finance expert from Switzerland, and I have been engaging in crypto platforms for quite a long while already. And friends of me regularly come to me with some platforms, investment opportunities, to ask whether they are solid or not. Unfortunately, most of the crypto platforms that we find in the internet are not solid, but there are some few ones that are actually good. Now, I was approached by somebody to check on Bitnest.me, and I don't want to bore you with a lot of things, but I want to pinpoint two main reasons that I see that actually make me highly question this platform, and actually I come to the conclusion it is a scam. So fingers off of this one, but I want to show you why I think that. So first of all, when we analyze any type of platform, we need to identify how the platform can actually earn money to be able to pay usually very good interest rates to the investors. Now, this platform is providing around 24% per month in US dollar of profit to investors. Sounds very nice. But where do they get the money from? So if you go into all these documents, there's a lot of technical blah blah, which sounds very professional, and it's actually borrowed from original sites. But what it boils down is basically what they claim to be doing is they're receiving money from investors, and they are, through a sophisticated way, they are actually then providing these funds, this money, to people that want to borrow money. Okay, so who is actually paying the profit for the investors? It's other borrowers, according to Bitnest. Other people, individuals who need money and who lend money from Bitnest and then provide the profit. So you can already imagine that if Bitnest is paying 24% per month to the investors, they need to charge lenders or borrowers much more than 24%. So let's go directly into that part. And here we have under more the lease information, which is not a lot, but we have some important information here. So lease rules. So what are the lease rules? So if I want to borrow money from Bitnest, now I am the person actually providing the profit to Bitnest, so they better treat me well, right? So they better inform me well. The information is scarce at most. It's not really very clear for me as somebody who wants to borrow money from them what are the conditions. But we see here that first of all, I cannot borrow money just like that. I need to have collateral. So meaning if I want $1 million, I have to give them assets worth 1,050,000, so even more than what I'm borrowing. So that is actually quite considered a very safe investment or safe borrowing, because the Bitnest has the assets. So if I have $1 million and I want to borrow, and that is something that happens in cryptocurrency. So you would say, why would anybody do that? If they have $1 million of Bitcoin, why would they actually then borrow money and provide the $1 million of Bitcoin as collateral? It's sometimes people who want to buy Ethereum, but they don't want to liquidate their Bitcoin positions. They want to keep it. So they just use it as collateral for actually being able to purchase the Ethereum. Now, that's not uncommon. In fact, when you go through all this information here, you will find out that the interest rate that is actually expected from Bitnest, or Bitnest is actually wanting from the borrowers, is around 41%. 41% per month, okay? So I have the collateral, and I want to borrow money, and I have to put more collateral than I'm actually receiving money, and I have to pay 41% per month. Now, what do other platforms that do exactly the same business, what interest rates would they offer me if I want to borrow money from them. And here we can see Agave, which is a very popular platform. And here you can see that if I want to borrow money, I pay 2.50% per year, 1% per year, 5% per year, 5.23% per year. And that's the most. That's per year. And this is obviously having the collateral. And this makes sense because I'm actually giving them the assets that they can liquidate in case I don't return back. So it's a very safe borrowing for them, actually. So nobody in his right mind would actually pay Bitnest 41% of interest rate for borrowing money having the collateral. So this page must be completely empty of borrowers, meaning that there's no money coming in. Okay, there's no market. Okay, so that's the first thing. Always find out, is the business, is the market, the business model that they're offering, is that actually realistic? And is it attractive for the other side of the people that are supposed to bring the profit in the platform? Okay, now the other thing is that apparently Bitnest, and I will give you just 2 websites, and I will put the link in my description. So first of all, here, Bitnest, The Unfortunate Truth. This is actually quite well done. I'm not sure from who Wix, but they give some interesting links from a website called Yunus Loop DeFi Channel, which goes back to 2022, and claim that the same people who actually promoted and created Yunus are now behind Bitnest. Now, Yunus was a scam platform that finished operating there in 2024 or something. And it seems that the Bitnest used the same Telegram channel or X channel that Yunus was using, and they just changed the words from Yunus to Bitnest. And here they have screenshots of posts where the Bitnest developers actually forgot to change Yunus. They rectified that later on, but you have some examples here. Now, why would they actually use the same Telegram group for Yunus? And this makes sense because they claim that Bitnest goes back to 2022. And to do that claim, they use the Telegram group, which actually has posts of 2022. But in fact, and this is the second website that I want to give you, which I also found very enlightening, here you have a lot of information updated October 2025 of how much money has gone into Bitnest and how the developers have actually withdrawn money, because this is checking the blockchain entries. So very good to check the blockchain entries. And here we also can see that the whole blockchain entry started in May 2024, which is actually also matching what these people here are saying, that it's actually, that Bitnest is actually not from 2022, but it actually started May 2024. And here you have the blockchain entries, and you can see also that they are in fact withdrawing money from the funds. And also you can see that the entrance where you deposit money, that is actually verified, and there are checks on that one. But then where the developers take out money, that is not checked, and that's totally in their control. So you have a lot of information here as well, showing that actually this is in fact a scam, and that the platform developers are already starting to pull out money for themselves. Another thing that is actually noteworthy, you can see here new Bitnest users going a bit down. So they had a spike here beginning of October, right, going up until October, and now it seems to be flattening out a little bit, going down. So maybe the hype is over, which actually would also be consistent with the timelines that I normally know in scam products. So scam products normally last for about a year and a half, but never more than 2 years. Now, take into account this platform started in May 2024. And at the moment of recording, we are end of October 2025. So it's actually high time. I don't give this platform more than 6 months, because none of them survives over 2 years. So probably it's going to bust pretty soon. So my advice, if you are in Bitnest, please pull out, and please do not invite any people into the platform. I will give you 2 links of platforms that I consider solid, but I don't want to make this a promotion video. So you just see that if it interests you. But the main message of this video is actually to be careful with Bitnest. Thank you very much for listening, and stay tuned for other videos.